Thank you very much for today attending, and today we are going to speak about, in this webinar, more about task management during database tasks, how we can manage the tasks. And Isetia is a complete project management, portfolio management, program management system and platform, which give the opportunity for people integrating the database processes with documents and to use and plan their work and follow up their tasks. Today we will speak about the task management, but what I want to mention that Isetia has a complete solution for integrated document management, also for AEC customers, for the BIM coordination, design coordination, issue management, cost controlling and contract management capabilities. And first of all, we need to talk about the task management and what does it mean task for us, because this is very important because we are, as a company, more than 15 years delivering project management systems, and that's why it's very important to description of the task. And today we are speaking about for the tasks in the databases, and which is there are other project management systems which are focused on making the task planning for physical works. But we have too many works which is we are not planned, and it's happened. We call ad hoc task, database task, and our aim with Isetia to focus on the to-dos and ad hoc tasks, so that's our major goal. We don't want to duplicate another project management system because the term is the same, but our major focus is task management, which is we call as ad hoc tasks. I think it will be more clear when I make the example, and that's why we are making the description of the macro and micro planning, and also our biggest goal, which is focusing on the task using the agile project management, so that we are using the agile project management methodology to be able to plan and track our task. I choose the example for design works, for architectural design works. This is for construction customers, but Isetia can be used for any industries, for IT, for service providers, manufacturing, oil and gas, construction, and the public sectors. For any kind of organization, they can manage, plan their team, and assign the work and track the work. Okay, but to give the general information for the architectural design works, this is the example which we choose as an industry for construction, and also a team as a design team. Okay, first of all, when we assign the task, our major goal is following up the status of the task, so that we are writing the status of the task, which is that to be able to make architectural design, first step, we need to make requirement analysis, so that we need to understand customer requirements. Then we need to make initial design, and following initial design, we need to make the customer approvals, because customer need to make approval for the initial design if we are on the right way. And if we get the approval, we move to the next step for making the final design. After completing final design, we need to get authority approvals to be able to start for the work, so that this is very important. And if the approvals get from the authorities, we move to shop drawings for the preparation, and then we submit the contractors for executing the project. These are our projection. You can put it more steps, you can make it more simple, but I make it step 1, step 2, step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps for making the architectural design works. To do means that these are the tasks. which is we need to do. In this example, let's say that we have 6 villas and we are going to make 6 villa design. First of all, package 1, we start for customer requirements. We are speaking with our customers. Customers are giving their expectation. Then we prepare the document and we start for initial design. And we are making some design which we will present to customers, and because that we want to the same understanding, and when we design and initially and when we present, if the customers analyzing and checking, and if they approved, we start to making the final design. But in the reality, we are not finishing one task and starting another task. We always continue another task when the stage is going. So that you can see here, the second villa started, third villa started, because we have always multiple tasks and multiple assignments. That's why you can see that this is the post-it management, and we are moving the post-it from left to right by changing the status of the work. And actually, this is very clear because many people are doing the same way of the management. If you look at it, for example, the daily basis offices or the areas, people are managing their work and task by post-it management, or they are writing in some agenda or the paper and following from this, so that everybody has their own methods. But Agile is very important, and because that this makes clear understanding, expectation, and it simplifies for the work and assigning the work and following up the status. This is how Agile technology works. We can go more detail about Agile, but today I just want to mention that we are using Agile tactics, which is that technology helps for also to be able to speak about it. What is the work? What is the status of work? And team leaders, managers can assign work to people and follow up the status. And this is the Isetia board, which is that, again, this is, for example of the construction. We have here scope of the work, which is finished works, doors and windows, roofs, structural elements, concrete, and etc. We call it can be work breakdown structures or scope of the work. Okay. On the right side, we have status, which is that unassigned works, identified, documented, agreed, assigned, start, completed, and archive. These are the status or step of the work. We will prepare live demo. We will do it together with you, and it will be more clear in this example when I started this example. So that how it works, macro and micro planning. We are making a general plan, not going very detailed, because you cannot plan today 6 months ahead very detailed activities. That's why we are just putting the general idea when we need to start and when we need to finish development. But under the development, this is an example of the IT, like database design, database testing, software design, so that we leave the micro planning with Isetia. Okay. Of course, task management itself is not enough. We also need to integrate documents, issues, risk, process, so that in a moment I will show you the live demo. It will be more clear. Okay, let's go to live demo. And please see that we have a web-based system. It means that we don't need to install anything in our computer. And we can choose the language which we would like to use. And we can enter our passwords and log into our web-based system anytime, anywhere. Okay? And now you can see that this is my personal dashboard. And I am checking. I see that this is my dashboard. And in my dashboard, here, I can see my to-dos. These are the list of the to-dos which I am responsible. I can see this week, this month, later, overdue. So that as I check in, I can see all my list of the activities which I am assigned, list of the projects. These are my budget for the planned hours, due dates, start date, reporting hours, status of the work, which is that here available. In a moment, it will be more clear. And down, I can also see the agile ways like posted, the same. You can see that these are my boards, which is 3-phase if I select it. These are planned activities, in progress activities, completed activities. So that if I selected RFIs, these are my tasks related for RFIs. I can also go down, see my project risk, and here my project issues, and here my project document waiting my revisions, document workflow which I started, and I can open and see the status of the document workflow. And here I can go down to see that documents which is that received by Isetia, of course my project Gantt charts and project reporting and all my information in one place. Of course this is my project name A1. If I go and select, for example, another project called engineering project, it will display list of the task for my engineering project. So that this is the project-based system which provide list of the activities. So that if you selected Primavera examples, you will just see that you have 2 activities. One activity is this and one activity is this. So that this is also synchronized. If you would like to change the status for reception of RFQ registered in the system, you can open it and select general review, and when you save it, the posted is automatically moved to here, so that you can see that task is integrated with the classical methods with the agile based method, so that we are synchronized on this. So that coming back to project A1, on the left side we have project management modules, which is that portfolio management, we have task management, process management board, document management, issue management, risk management, cost management, lesson learned management, and reporting. We have also process management system modules, which is not installed in standard, like RFI, transmitters, submitters. Okay, let's come back to our task management topic. And let's say that we have Excel, and my goal is managing this scope of the work. And here I have architectural design and I have structural design. These are my 2 groups for the architectural design, and here my structural design. Under the architectural design, I have 4 tasks. Under structural design, I have 3 tasks. These are my efforts, man hours. It can be days or it can be hours. And I am having, for example, some estimation that customer requirement reports need to have 20 hours of involvement of tech-in, and deadline for it is 2nd March 2018. All right? And another task, preparation of feasibility study design documents. It's required 50 hours, Alan involvement, and deadline for it is 9 of March. Okay. So that this is the task ID. On the right side here, you can see that we have status of the work. Step 1, which is this need to be task. So that I select it here in Excel. Okay, move here, and this is my task number T001. Okay, like posted management, when I start to seeing here the step 1, step 2, step 3, I am moving the task ID here. And when my boss is asked where we are now with the customer requirement, I can easily say that we are in progress, sir. Of course, this is the Excel. But how we do in Isetia? The same boards, let's create it in Isetia and call the design boards. And please see that on the left side, architectural design and structural design, so that you can see that architectural design and structural design, so that we have here 2 stages. And here we have scopes, which is unassigned, assigned, accepted, progress, completed, approved, and archived. When I open here, assigned, accepted, progressed, completed, accepted, and archived, so that you can see that these are the status of the work. And T001 T002, these are the tasks, so that you can see that T002, 3, 4. For example, T003, name initial design drawing. When I open it here, initial design drawing, I can easily see. Of course, you can select the architectural design, open in Excel format as well, so that you can see that this is, for example, to the name, the phase, status, plant date, and etc. So that you can also come back to Excel from here, but let's just follow up. If you would like to see only architectural design tasks, you can see that we have 4 tasks in architectural design. If I open it here, you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 tasks. Okay, 2 tasks is assigned to Tekin, so that if you just go to here and select the only Tekin, you can see that Tekin has T001 and T004. So that here you can see T001 and T004. These are the 2 tasks which Tekin has assigned. And let's come back for all the tasks. From here, I selected all, let's say 7 activities. And here, I would like to see that, okay, these are the task number 1, task number 2. And if you want to create a new task here, you just select, first of all, you need to select the phase. I would like to have architectural design and assign the new tasks. The task name, we can write it here, T005. The name of the task, we can say, for example, here we can enter it, let's say preparation of shop drawings. Alright, description, you can write that this is preparation of shop drawing of building 1. Of course, you can put a start location and location if you are doing infrastructure projects. The phase are here, and you can say that, okay, how many hours? You don't have to write it. If you don't, you can say that, okay, this is a 50 hours. And you can also save it. And you can assign here responsible person. You can open it here. These are the list of the people. And let's say that, okay, I would like to assign this work to, let's say, Stanislav. And this is assigned to him, save and close. So that you can see that we have created here new task called preparation of the shop drawings. It's assigned to Stanislav, and this is the status. So that what we do now, the first step, I selected this task, assigned to him, and change the status. You can see that I moved the post-it from unutilized to assigned to work. Okay? And I can open again, write it here, comments. I can write it here, please be sure we finish on time. Customer was insisting last meeting. Changes need to be done as soon as possible. I write it my comments as well and select OK. You can see that we have one comment is added here. Of course, then Stanislav, when he log in his portal, he needs to select the task, his task here, and move his task that he accept the task. Okay? So that as a manager, when I look at it, I can see that Stanislav has been accepted this task, and then he start the moving on the progress, so that you can see that this is the task which is going to be progress. When we come to the progress, he can also open and he can mention that, well, 25% of this work is completed, so that he can put the progress on his task. I can immediately see here effort completed to do completed. What does it mean effort completed? What does it mean to do completed? There are 6 tasks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tasks, and you can see that this is the percent complete of 25 for all of them. The factor is 1, but effort is, this is 50 hours, this is 10 hours, this is the 20 hours. Effort is calculated by weightage factor for the man hours. Then Stanislav also can say that, okay, this is the 75% completed in the next stages, that he can edit his progress cumulatively. This progress will immediately impact it on the architectural design work completed. Okay? Here, let's say that he has completed the work and he attached the documents, all right, from the desktop, or he can just make the using the drag and drop functionalities. Let's say that here we can open it here, move this, drag and drop the document inside of his task, because this is the file. I open it. You can see that this file has been uploaded as a part of this task, and select OK and save it. So that he will be just saying that this task 100% completed. He attach his document, and then he can move the task for completed, so that we will be realized that this work has been completed. Okay? At the same time, second activities, third activities can be starting and moving on the right side, so that you can see that we are just moving all the tasks from left to right. And now, as a manager of the team, when I open the architectural design, I can see that these are the tasks, around 8 tasks, and 4 of them in here. So that if I want to get my reports using this icon, I can just select and say that there are 4 tasks which is not started yet, 2 tasks assigned, 1 is accepted, there is no task at the moment in progress, but 1 is completed, and I can open the CD which is the task for completed, and there are 4 tasks unutilized. I can open it, these 4 tasks, and I can see that there are 4 tasks here which is not started yet. But if I selected only architecture, you can see that 2 architectural work not started, 1 unassigned. So that when you select it here, it will be also giving the summary of the work. Okay. One of the advantage also, if you open the task, we can keep the history, such as when this work unutilized to assign to whom, when this work accepted, when this work, which is the card, move accepted the progress, so that I can keep the history of the stage log, so that I can keep track my task, when it's assigned, when it is started, when it is completed, so that I can keep it the report from here perspective. And then when Stanislav completed, if I open the documents, and when I select the documents, and I can also open the documents in a preview, I can see the documents here, the first page and second page. And if I accepted the work, I can say, okay, this is approved and completed, and we can archive the work on the right level. Okay? Is there any question for this? Okay. So that this is the simple task management, which is we can always make it more information. I want to mention about it that let's say that this is the menu progress update method. But we have also possibilities. Let's come back to the same example. In the same example, I would like to make it, for example, opening here. And in this example, I do not want user entering the progress manually. You can always set up the rules that assigning work is 20%, accepting is 50%, progress is 70%, and completed means 100% or 90%, approved means 100%. So that this is the same activity. Let's not create it again. And making the task number 2. And we are just moving these cards as assigned. Please see that this work is automatically updated 20%. Then we are selecting this and moving the accepted. This work is 40%. We moved it here 60%, and colors are represent also each stage how many percent we have achieved. Completed, approved 99%, and archive 100%. So that this is excellent way of entering the progress, so that you don't let people enter manual progress. When the stage is moving, you will immediately get the progress. Procurement activities. Excellent example when you make it the program. Design activities. Excellent example. So that each stage you can apply auto progress. Alright? This is the second example. But also we have another options, which is that you can also make it more advanced settings, which is you can create it, for example, more advanced settings, and you can see here, for example, we have size of the cards are bigger and smaller, so that you can see that the same cards, I can double open it, not a 50, but I can say 1. If I put it a 1, you can see that the card is smaller than others. It means difficulties of the task, if it is a 1 hour, will be represented small. The second activities, we can open it here, 15 hours, it will be bigger size. So that if I put it here 5, please focus on the task size. You can see that task size is immediately changing. Let's make it here 3. And you can see that size of the task are different. And here, let's make it example. Okay. What I want to show, number activity 3, I move on the assign card here. And please see the responsible of the task is immediately assigned to Tekin. Because in this example, I put it each stage different responsible. I move card to accepted. It's moved to Stanisław. Progress update automatically. Move the progress. It is still moved to another person called Zafer. And here you can see that progress is updated. So that any users move the card to the right side, responsible person will get immediately notification that there is a new task assigned to him because he is responsible for complete. This is a kind of generated automatic workflow process, which is that task you complete, move the card right side, another person will be responsible for the work. So that this is an excellent way how we are operating here for the task management approach. Is there any question? Okay. When you go to dashboards, let me show you in the dashboards area. And if you go to select design works here, you can see that you can also select it here, projects. Let's move to here, for example, design projects. I selected design projects. And please remember, These are the tasks under the design projects. And as you remember, I was moving the card on the left side. Now, I am, as a techin, seeing only my tasks. As you remember, I was looking from the task from the perspective as a manager. Manager will see all the list of the tasks who assigned. Resource will see only the task he's been assigned, because techin is only 2 activities assigned. And here, when I move my cards, yes, from here as accepted, all right? Please focus in the name of design, and I move my card accepted. My boss will see under this process techin move the card as accepted. He can also see the other tasks, so that if I want to look at it only the techin works, you can see that this is the only techin works. All right. Is there any question? Okay, there's a question. What if automated progress is not actual progress? Is there any progress to mention that progress is actually 10% rather than 50%? Okay. First of all, you know that there are project management systems like Primavera, like Microsoft Project, and etc. Our aim is not a classic way of making the target baseline an actual baseline, but our aim is here, keep tracking for the progress, so that if the, for example, progress is here, let's open it, here 20%, you can also come here and write it, actually it was 20% for the stage target, but we did it 15%, so that it will be showing the 50%. What we do, we keep the planned and actual efforts, so that we compare planned effort and actual effort, so that we have 20 hours budget to be able to do this job, but we spend it 25 hours, so that our major idea, making simple for people, just entering what is their budget, 20, what we achieve in 25 hours. So that our major idea is keeping like a kind of timesheet reportings more than performance analysis. But we have advanced settings called burn charts. The burn charts gives the opportunity that if the performance of the resources below the expectation or upper the next, but this is a subject which is advanced topics we are speaking for another sessions. Any more question? Okay. One last thing which I want to mention. All right. For the task, what we can assign the task. When we have a task, first of all, we can assign the document. Okay. We can assign the comments. We can assign the codes of the task. We can create the for codes and assign the multiple codes, and we can also assign the expenses. Expenses means that if I'm traveling, I can edit here new expenses for the, for example, quantity 1, unit price $100, automatically it will be total budget, the measurements, expense categories, etc. So that you can also assign cost to task, so that we are keeping also rules that you can also measure the expenditures of the task, what you spend for this task. If you're travel for training, give the training, hotel cost, ticket cost, and everything, you can also keep under this task. All right. Actually, everything what I want to mention about task management is this. The problem you have today with the current system in Excel, which is, this is individual base. But with Isetia, we would like to go for portfolio management, so that because we can have a portfolio management capabilities. you can create it here, list of the portfolios, all right, and the projects. And under project, you can keep the tasks, so that we provide a multiple project management platform with the portfolio management and giving the possibilities of the managing the project, so that you can see that this is the design projects. We have here number of the activities, and Tekken is assigned those activities. Is there any question? Then thank you very much for your time, and we will be recording this session and share it with you. If you would like to have another more question, individual presentation request, please contact with our partners and our representative, and thank you very much for your time.